Hi guys, it's Wednesday, so it's our usual look at what's coming to the UK cinema this week. Then the previews again tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday. Tonight, tomorrow, and then obviously it opens on Friday. All these films. Obviously, one massive film that I want to talk about that I was looking forward to seeing. I have seen it. And I will give my views on it very shortly. It's the 14th of August, so all these are on general release by the 16th of August. Right, I'm going to get into the main one. There's four we're going to look at. There's a couple of children type family films. There's a sort of teen adult comedy, and this little beauty I'm going to tell you about now, which has got an 18 rating. It's of course Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Looking at IMDb, it's got an 8.4 out of 10 rating, which is exceptional. That's based on over 50,000 user ratings. So that's people who've actually gone out and seen it. I think it's obviously already out, I think, in America. So you've got a lot of feedback from that side of the pond. It's 2 hours and 41 minutes, which is a long one, but we're talking Tarantino here. So it should be entertaining and never a dull moment. Obviously, the cast is, you've got Leonardo DiCaprio, you've got Brad Pitt, you've got Margot Robbie, who plays a lovely, the role of Sharon Tate, obviously a sad story behind that young lady, but Margot Robbie plays Sharon Tate very well for what she does in it, but we'll get into that a little bit later. You've got Emile Hirsch in it. You can go down to Al Pacino, Bruce Dern. So obviously he's got on board quite a lot of good stars for his latest movie. Its synopsis, its story: a faded television actor and his stunt double strive to achieve fame and success in the film industry during the final years of Hollywood's golden age in 1969 Los Angeles. 1969, personally one of my favorite years. I wasn't obviously too sure what was going on in Hollywood at the time, but in Manchester they were good times, certainly for me anyway. Right, well, let's just have a look before I go into my views on this. Just have a quick look at what some of these users have thought with their reviews. Just have a quick scan down, be interesting. It's one of these films that obviously, if you're a Tarantino fan, you look forward to. I'm sure people are going on Friday to watch this. 10 out, here we go, some reviews. 10 out of 10, not for everyone. The first 2 hours is only for lovers of everything late 60s, retro, great cinematography and outstanding acting. The last 45 minutes, fasten your seatbelts because classic Tarantino kicks in. He's giving it 10 out of 10. Now, obviously, what he said there about the first 2 hours, I'd have to agree with. And unless you're a dyed-in, and to me, I think Tarantino is taking the mick a little bit with people. He's obviously relying on them responding to his type of stuff and enjoying it. And I did enjoy. I did love the 60s stuff, all the flashbacks, all the connections the film made with real life, what real life things were going on at the time. Yeah, it was super. It was really, really well done. But I'm sorry, 2 hours of just meandering through that is going to put a lot of people off. I said the rating was 8.4 here. I'm going to tell you now, I gave it 6.5 to 7. Yesterday I said 6.5. This morning I'm perhaps thinking 7, but that's only because of the standard I judge a Tarantino film by. Obviously I expect a lot more twists and just things to grab you. I actually looked at check the time. Sorry, I actually checked the time, and it was 1 hour and 40 minutes in before there was something that really made me go, yeah, this could be a bit scary or could be a bit interesting. 1 hour and 40 minutes into the film before I felt that sort of little bit of a buzz. Anyway, some more reviews. Another 10 out of 10. Best movie I've seen in the last 10 years. Well, another 10 out of 10. Tarantino just created a new genre of film. Well, yeah, it is a new genre of film, but obviously a lot of people are going to be turned off by it, unfortunately. They go on to say, I don't typically have IMDb reviews, but this film I don't typically leave IMDb reviews, but this film deserves as much praise for its risky screenplay in such a dark, true crime setting. I mean, I'm not going to say Tarantino hasn't done a good job with it. He has. Let's just see if I can find a score about 7 out of 10 and see what, which is similar to what I'm thinking. 7 out of 10, just kept waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah, I mean, it was lovely to watch while you were waiting, but I watched it with my fiance, and to be honest with you, she wanted to watch because it was Sharon Tate. And to be honest with you, I stopped the film after I stopped. I would have stopped watching the film after 20 minutes because it wasn't her sort of thing. I mean, it just wasn't. So I persevered, but my fiance just give up on it. To be honest with you, a meandering masterpiece. I didn't want it to end. Well, I thought it was a meandering masterpiece, but I wasn't that bothered when it ended. To be honest with you. What was and could have been. See, there's a lot of positivity here. There's a lot of 10 out of 10s, which is obviously why you're getting an 8.4 rating. Just see if there's any more, because obviously the ratings come out in order of helpfulness. 6 out of 10. Here we go. It entertained my eyes, but not my brain. There you go. A lot of what I would not disagree with that. And the first bad one, 3 out of 10. A long, boring mess, only saved by DiCaprio. Well, I thought DiCaprio and Brad Pitt and Margot were very good, actually. I mean, they helped the movie, obviously, tremendously. And finally, I'll finish with this one. A 7 out of 10, a masterpiece, really. Before seeing this movie, I was looking at all those reviews here and couldn't help but notice all those 10 out of 10 best Tarantino movie. And after viewing, I'm wondering if we saw the same movie. The main problem I have with this film is a very bland, especially for a Tarantino film, with a 2 hour, 41 minute runtime. Yes, I mean, I'm just going to put the next one I'm going to do in a minute and then just finish off on this. Yes, I would totally agree. I mean, as I said, I give it 7 out of 10. A lot of people are going to be disappointed. If you don't like Tarantino, I don't think there's anything in this to attract you to his sort of films. If you do like Tarantino, there's a possibility he's going to turn you off with this one. So it is one you're going to have to watch yourselves and make your own judgment, but get plenty of popcorn, get plenty of drink. Make sure your bum doesn't get too sore in the seat if you're going to watch it at the cinema, because it does go on. Right. That's my views on that. Let me know what you think on that in the comments over the coming days and weeks anyway. And obviously I'll have a quick look at this again when it comes back out on DVD. Right, the next one I'm going to look at is the first of the children's films. And it's obviously it's Nickelodeon, so it's based on one of their animations, I believe. I'm a bit out of the children's films. I'm trying to get back into them now. We're doing these reviews. So we've got Dora and the Lost City of Gold. It's getting an overall rating of 5.9 on IMDb, which isn't great. It's a PG, an hour and 42 minutes. So again, it seems to be making these children family films longer and longer. Which, 1 hour 20 for kids, 1 hour 15, 20 for me is ideal for children. I don't understand why perhaps it's for the parents. I don't know why they understand they're making these longer and longer now, and they seem to do it all the time. It's an adventure family film. It starts again on Friday. And the synopsis, if you don't know Dora, which I'm sure most of you do if you're into that sort of thing, a teenage explorer leads her friends on an adventure to save her parents and solve the mystery behind a lost city of gold. So the cast and crew, I wasn't familiar with them, to be honest with you. The only one that sort of sprung to mind, and it was he played a voice of Swiper, was Benicio del Toro, which obviously I'm very familiar with the actor, but obviously a lot of new faces in this. It's Nickelodeon. I mean, you got a lot a young element and a grown element. It's obviously aiming for I wouldn't say the very young market, but I'll just go to some of the reviews on here now, some of the user reviews. So I would give Dora, they give it a 5. I give it 6 to 6.5, again, depending what mood I'm in. I give it a 6 originally. I might squeeze to 6.5. So review 6 out of 10. Some movies have a maximum age. I like watching animation and movies meant for younger audience sometimes. Most of the time they are for all audiences, but when they get scenes like repeat the word after me and songs about digging poo holes, it's hard to watch as an adult. Yeah, and I absolutely agree with that sentiment. I found it such a mishmash of childish things, but there were elements of things like Welcome to the Jungle. There were elements of that in the film, which I quite enjoyed as an adult, but it was such a mishmash of, it's trying to appeal to everybody. It's trying to appeal to young kids with some, at the start, first 5 minutes, I thought, what is this? I mean, it was just, animation was just silly and obviously very, very childish. And yet then there are elements of a more adult film. Very confusing. Someone give it here 8 out of 10, better than I expected. I used to watch this with my son when he was a kid. He's now 15. I took him to watch The Screen as a joke. It was actually better than I expected, although there are a few cringeworthy scenes that only little kids would enjoy. Well, there you go. That's obviously summing up my thoughts totally. We both thought the movie was quite funny and overall entertaining. Solid 8 stars. So yeah, 6 out of 10. This is actually decent. So I'm not going to read any more about that. I mean, it's I think it sums it up there. It's unusual. It is a mix. It is a bit of a mixed bag. Far too long. Hour and 20 minutes. I would have probably give it 7 out of 10. And obviously the 5.9 rating on IMDb shows that a lot of people didn't like it. But yeah, it's worth it. If you like Dora, the actress playing Dora does a pretty good job. But it is a bit long, a bit silly at times, but does have a nice adventure feel to it as well. So I wouldn't put you off going to see that if you're into Dora the Explorer. Right, the next one I'm going to look at, although it stars young lads, teen lads, this one. I've not managed to see this one, so I'm speaking from looking at reviews and looking at the trailer. It's a film called Good Boys. Gets a 5.6 only rating on IMDb, Internet Movie Database. It's a 15, so even obviously its main stars are teens, teen lads. It's obviously even some of the teen lads are younger than 15, so that shows you what content you're going to get. An hour and 29 minutes, fortunately, so you're talking about an hour 15, 20 without the credits, so that's not too bad. It's classed as an adventure comedy. 3 6th grade boys, which obviously I'm not quite sure in America how old that is. I mean, I'm not I'd imagine it's 13, 14-year-olds. 3 6th grade boys ditch school and embark on an epic journey while carrying accidentally stolen drugs, being hunted by teenage girls and trying to make their way in time to a long-awaited party. Well, I mean, based on that synopsis, I mean, I'm not... I will watch it at some stage just for the sake of obviously watching these films, but it doesn't inspire me, to be honest with you. Some of the reviews, 5 out of 10. Unoriginal, crass, shallow. Good Boys probably look better on paper than it does on screen. 7 out of 10. Funny but erratic. There is a lot of great humour in the film. Plenty to get you audibly laughing. The story does jump around a bit, but I would write it off as a way to build overreaching jokes for the film. So obviously it tries very hard to be funny. 7 out of 10. Really funny, made even better by heartwarming and refreshing coming-of-age storytelling. Well, they liked it. 9 out of 10. Funny AF. So we know what AF stands for, as obviously. I don't understand the bad reviews for this film. I mean, come on, you should know what you're getting yourself into here. So yeah, again, by the synopsis, I think if you're going to watch this, you probably expect you're going to get what you expect. If you find those other movies funny, 100% go and see this. And the people giving it a 1 star for just the trailer without even seeing it should even be allowed to rate. So there you go. I mean, I can't give it a rating because I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to give it a 1 star. But obviously, it's young lads. From the bits of trailers, a bit of effing and jeffing in it. Stupid, daft comedy. I mean, is it a Napoleon Dynamite? I wouldn't have thought so. One of my favourite films. I mean, but it is a film. Go out and watch it if you're into the sort of silly, slapstick, rude, crude stuff. And let me know. And I'll say I will watch this at some stage, hopefully before the DVD comes out, and give it a fair rating. But that's Good Boys. That starts at Friday. Rated 15. So you go and see it, let me know what you think. Right, the last one we're going to look at today, another children's one, obviously August with the kids off school. Now this again is based on some plush toys, which I'm not familiar with, but you may know what these things are out there. I've never seen them. They look a bit odd and funny in a way. But again, it's not got a great rating. It's a film called Uglydolls. So that obviously some of you will be familiar with that. Gets a 4.7 out of 10 rating on IMDb, so very, very unliked again there based on that score. It's an animation adventure comedy, an animated adventure in which three spirited ugly dolls confront what it means to be different, struggle with a desire to be loved, and ultimately discover who you truly are is what matters most. Well, I mean, there you go. Nothing mind-blowingly clever in the plot there. Look at a couple of the reviews again. I've only seen a trailer of this, which looks okay. I'll watch it as soon as I can, so I've no comment on the score. But let's have a look at some of the scores. It's been given 6 out of 10. People who are giving 10 out of 10, come on now. This doesn't compare to Inside Out, Zootopia, Toy Story, Lion King, etc. Was it terrible? No, but it was missing something. Yes, the message was good, but could have been delivered more powerfully. And the best part was definitely all the musical scene. So at least a 6 is fair. So obviously it seems to be a lot of songs in this one. 10 out of 10, the best cute cartoon about dolls with imperfections. Well, they liked it. 10 out of 10, accept yourself. Wow, this movie is amazing. Behind the beautiful colours, animation, story lies the great and real messages about society. Well, they're making, obviously the kids might learn something from this, obviously whatever the makers want them to learn. 8 out of 10, cute little movie to take your kids out to. This isn't going to wow the adults, although the songs are surprisingly good. The little ones will enjoy it a lot. It also has a message that adults may think cliche, but children could take it to heart. So, I mean, they're implying there that obviously it is trying to teach your kids something. So, yeah, I mean, if you've got young kids and they're into ugly dolls, or they're not into the ugly dolls, and just go take them along to see it. As I say, it's only got a 4.8 rating, unfortunately, on IMDb, but there's a lot of 10 out of 10s. Sorry, 4.7. But there's a lot of 10 out of 10, so it must have a lot to endear itself. And on the basis that Dora, Lost City of Gold might be a little bit too old for some of the youngest children. If you've got young children, take them to see Uglydolls and let me know what you think anyway on that one. Right, and that's the last one today. All those 4 are out this Friday. As I said, I look forward to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Sadly, I wasn't blown away, but tell me what you think anyway in the comments below. Please help me out by subscribing. Let people know about this, and obviously get the subscribers numbers up for me if you can. That'd be great. Give us a little thumbs up there. Make any comments you want. I'm on Twitter at nostalgia_movie. My website is moviegamenostalgia.com, which you can go on there for more older DVDs. I do daily blogs as well, film reviews of other films perhaps that have been streamed, etc. So go on to Movie Game Nostalgia, have a look at that, have a gander around. You don't have to buy anything, just help me with footfall for my Google ratings. Just have a quick look around there. On Facebook, I'm at Bernard Deneen with links to Movie Game Nostalgia on there. And on YouTube, obviously, which you're on now, it's simply Bernard Deneen YouTube. So there's a few videos obviously there. Yesterday I had a quick look at a board game, You Are the Ref. Monday I checked out this week's UK DVD releases. And tomorrow I'll be having a regular look at some of my movie posters from the 90s and the 2000s. So I'll pick some there and talk about them and give you some information. And no doubt, like last week, there'll be some crackers in there that you can relive old memories by looking at the posters and enjoy the posters as well. So some are superbly done. Okay, thanks for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And get out to the cinema. Tell me what you think this week. The weather doesn't look great again. I mean, we're having a cracking August, aren't we? So get out to the cinema. Let me know what you've seen, what you think, in any of my various links, on my website or on Twitter or Facebook or on here. Just let me know what you think and what you're watching. Hope you enjoyed anyway, and all the best. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.